What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back on Anarchy, and I'm on my account PvP God right now, where I'm going to be talking about some new PvP updates that I kind of am interested in doing, which include removing certain customs from the wilderness, like Vanguard and custom Spirit Shields. A lot of custom items that I don't feel belong in the wilderness and aren't in old school RuneScape, and would bring a little bit more attention to the wilderness. More players hopefully will go in PvP, because there's another thing that with this PvP update I will be bringing, which is upgradable whips, upgradable armor, upgradable dark bows, a lot of upgradable items. An upgrade token you'd be able to get from the PvP token shop for PvP tokens. As long as you have a regular whip, you'd be able to upgrade it to a green whip, which does a little bit more damage, then to a blue whip, which does even more damage, and then to whatever final whip, and then it would do the most damage. And that's what I'm thinking right now. And chaotic, that is a little bit of a gray area, because I don't know if I think the whips would have to be better than chaotics, which should be pretty easy, but chaotics at the moment are pretty powerful, so that is something that I'll have to think about. But I'm going to be training on this account, and then you guys can watch me PvP. I will be thinking of different things that I can do to PvP to make it better every single day that I'm out there doing this, because at the moment a lot of people are PVMing. Some people go on PvP, but it seems like PvP might just be too easy for some people that can go on 1,000 kill streaks. So I'm going to be making some updates, not intentionally to make it harder, but to make it more appealing, like Vesta and Bandos. They're all buyable from the Grand Exchange at the moment, but what I'm going to try and do is make it so you can't buy them from the Grand Exchange anymore, and then you actually have to go to Revenants to get those items. And then Bandos, I know a lot of people get Bandos from General Grodor, but I'm going to try and separate the PvP and PVM world to the point where you need to do PvP to get Bandos. I think that would be a good idea. And so these upgrade tokens, they could also work for Bandos as well. You could have an upgraded version of Bandos. And then right now we have a Ring of Power, and the Ring of Power is a little bit too overpowered. So I think that we might have to remove that from PvP, but hopefully that doesn't make anyone upset, because it is a pretty good item for PvP. Maybe we'll allow it in, like, I don't know, other zones of PvP, like there's a risk fighting zone, but I think that PvP should be a lot more restricted, a lot more similar to OSRS, so that a different kind of community maybe that isn't familiar with our PVM setup and customs, they could all kind of get into this PvP easily in our wilderness. But as it stands at the moment with the bots are all wearing pretty easy to identify PvP gear, nothing too out of the ordinary except for the custom Spirit Shields at the moment. Those players might not really understand what those do, other than they must just be really, really good. But the Flamberge is possibly another point of contention, as well as the Daggerfist claws, which I don't know if I'm going to remove those or not. You guys can let me know. At the moment, I probably won't. Like, my main problem is with Vanguard, any of the HP boosting gears, even Torva. I don't really like Torva in the wilderness. As soon as Matrix came out with Torva, it was just making PvP basically no fun. The most fun that PvP can be is like Vesta at maximum, but Vesta is just so overpowered already. There really shouldn't be anything better, in my opinion, than Vesta. So those are my thoughts about the updates I want to do for PvP, and now we're going to move to the updates I want to do for an achievement diary, which is, it's similar to Completion Escape, but I've heard some people complain they don't like Completion Escape, they think it's too hard, and yeah, it is a really, really long process, and you don't get a reward for every single thing that you do that you cross off. So what I'm thinking is there going to be an achievement diary which has easy, medium, and hard tasks that would require you to do all sorts of different activities all over the game, and then you would get rewards for doing each of them. And this could even be like the new Completion Escape. Like, if you complete your entire achievement diary, that could be giving you the access to the Completion Escape. So we could turn the Completion Escape requirements into an achievement diary that would go right into one of these tabs here. And so, like, the text would be red if you didn't finish it, and then the text would turn green once you did finish it, and then you would get an award, of course, for completing each task. Now, the award could be a points for a shop, or it could be a certain amount of dollars, or it could be a certain amount of coins. It could be a random award. I am open to any ideas, but all those possibilities sound equally great because the shop could have some pretty good stuff. But dollars, I'm not hesitant to give dollars away. I think that just giving away $10 doesn't hurt the economy too much for, like, I don't know, some sort of really difficult task that would take hours for you to do. I think that that's perfectly fine. Some people think that Jack Frost is kind of a problem. I think that, you know, selling dollars without donating is fine, as long as we still get donators to buy like custom items and whatnot for PVM. That's great. Speaking of donating, we are actually doing pretty good in player count recently compared to like just a few days ago, where we probably had less than 10 players on. We now have like almost 20 players on, so if you would consider donating, that would be great. Like if it's $20, that's okay. $30, anything like $50 to $100 is a great help, because that helps bring a massive amount of players. So that'd be greatly appreciated if you could do that, and I would love to work out a deal with you through Discord if you could PM me. We do lots and lots of extra items to anyone who donates, and obviously people are still having fun on the game because there are still people online. There's tons to grind for. If you've gotten bored of the game, well, just look forward to these updates that I'm about to do. I'm about to change PvP quite drastically, to the point where these new whips, the newest whip will require you to actually PvP to get it. And I know right now a lot of the customs that are the best items out there, you can get them from other places. You can get flambers from multiple bosses, but with this update you're gonna actually have to go out there and get hundreds of kills in PvP, and then you'll be able to get this really cool whip that's gonna do a lot more damage, and then therefore you're gonna get even more kills. So I think it's going to be really cool. And yeah, so the PvP updates, the achievement diary updates, and then another update I'm thinking of doing, and this is mainly for me in video making, is I want to make something in custom home where if you spawn men, then they're going to actually do fishing for you, they're going to do mining for you. It's really your own kingdom type civilization. And the way I'm thinking that it's going to work is they're just going to do whatever skill is kind of close to them, and then maybe they gain you gold coins or something for the activities they do. But there will also be a lot of like monsters that can spawn randomly, like zombies and pirates and skeletons, just random stuff that will come and try and kill all your people, your villagers. And yeah, basically you're the king of your civilization, but all these yeah, you have to protect all these men, and so you can like even train your men into guards or something like that. Or I don't know how you would make guards exactly. I think a training camp would be in order, or you could just pay a little bit of like the coins to make your men turn into guards. And the currency might actually have to be different. Like you might have to pay a different type of coins to make your men turn into guards. But yeah, that's my idea at the moment for this, and it would be pretty great for video making actually, because I could show you guys how big my civilization gets. Like at first I'll be able to spawn just a few men, but then after a while I'll be able to have just dozens and dozens of men in a nice looking kingdom with walls and just fishing spots on one corner, I don't know, mining spots on the other corner. And then yeah, a lot of stuff on the outside that my people could actually be trained to fight monsters. So like not even guards, but let's say I had heroes, for example, and I could train them up. Okay, so train them up from man to guard to hero, and then the heroes would actually go out and fight demons, and then the demons would give me the most amount of those gold coins. And then once I get enough of the gold coins, then I could build, I don't know, some cool stuff like thrones and golden, I don't know, golden statues. But these are just ideas at the moment of something I've been thinking of doing for a long time, which would be really, really fun to watch, because it's really mostly up to the NPCs what ends up happening. Like you're not really in too much control. You do get to like watch over it like a god basically. But yeah, maybe I'll have that available to everyone, or I'll just have it available in my own custom home and keep it all to myself. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys later.